Okay, attention all gamblers and betting degenerates. All right, we have UFC Fight Night Baku this weekend, and these are all the best underdog picks, all underdog betting picks that you should do or at least think about doing because, bro, listen, okay, give up on the 10, 12 leg parlays. That shit is not hitting. All right, there's going to be a robbery, there's going to be someone who gets fraud checked. There's going to be someone who lets you down. It's better you just do a short little parlay with few picks, and then maybe that shit'll hit. It probably still won't hit, but this is the best chance you have of hitting with underdog picks this weekend. And I do think this card is pretty damn good for betting. It's a pretty damn good card in general, just on paper, fights-wise. This card is actually very good, okay? Don't miss this fight night. It's going to be very early for Eastern US fans, so don't miss the whole fucking card. Wake up and it's over. Okay, that would suck. But yeah, we're going to start with the first fight of the night. I think this one stood out. There are a lot of big underdogs on this card, which I think you should stay away from. They're big underdogs for a fucking reason. But if you look at the more closer fights, like this one, we've got Hamdi Al-Del-Wahab taking on Mo Usman. All right, we've got Mo Usman sitting at just under or over plus 160. Okay, this is a good bet right here. All right, Mo Usman may be fucking terrible, but listen to me. All right, Mo Usman, he trains with Usman. Usman just put on a wrestling clinic. Okay, Mo Usman does have a decent wrestling base, and Hamdi Al-Del-Wahab just won his last fight by robbery decision. I believe he's like 6-0, undefeated still somehow. He's fat. He's obese. He doesn't have a good gas tank. Mo Usman has an iron chin. He's not getting finished. I'm smelling a sneaky little, maybe possible robbery decision by Mo Usman because he just clinches up against the fence or gets him down and gets out damaged. Or maybe he even wins the fight by decision by using his wrestling, which he does have. His low IQ has just made him not use it in his last few fights for some reason. I don't know why. He's a wrestling-based guy. Mo Usman's a very good underdog on this card, I think. First fight of the night, I think it will be an upset. I think the plus 160 underdog in Mo Usman is going to get this one done, okay? Like, this is probably the one I'm most confident in. Hamdi is dog shit. He's fat, slow, immobile. All right, I'm not saying Mo Usman is this dangerous striker or this dangerous guy. I don't think he's gonna finish Hamdi here, but I think at plus 160 by decision, just straight up money line decision, whatever for Mo Usman here is free. He's gonna win this fight. It's very good odds. He should be the underdog here, but at the same time, he's gonna win. All right, he should be the underdog for the reason he's done so bad in his last few fights, but he's faced decent levels of competition, not the best. Like he lost to the great Mick Parkin. All right, you can't shame the guy for that. All right, Mick Parkin's a fucking monster. Okay, so this is free plus 160. Yeah, add that to the parlay for sure. Next fight I would like to talk about is Ismail Naridiev taking on Junyoung Park. All right, the Iron Turtle. I do like the Iron Turtle, man. He's very tough. Marauder, whatever you want to say about the kid. But Nuradiev coming back after a big layoff, putting on a great performance. He's sitting at plus one, just above plus 180 here. Dude, I think this is possible to hit, all right? This is probably the least confident one that I'm going to put in this video. I'm going to be real, bro. But if you look at the odds, very good odds, okay? Junyoung Park should be the favorite, but I don't know, man. This is plus 180 is pretty damn good for Nuradiev. Dangerous striker on the feet, well-rounded. He's back after a long layoff. Looked great in his comeback fight. He's kind of a decision merchant. I don't think he has a single finish. So betting finish here is definitely a bad move. But I could see him landing the more damaging shots, especially in a 3-round fight where, the fight can just get taken from you with a few big moments in certain rounds. I could see Nuradiev maybe losing the first round, it's from Iron Turtles just nonstop marauding forward pressure, all right? I could see that, but Nuradiev builds himself into the fight a little, wins the next 2 rounds, gets the decision win. I think this is possible, All right, this is probably, again, the least confident one, but at plus 180, with how dangerous he is and how well-rounded he is, nasty calf kicks, good kickboxer, has good takedown defense, I think this is a possible upset again here. Again, Iron Turtle is very fucking good. Don't sleep on him. He could win this fight, but if you look at the odds here and you see how good Nuradiev is, I think this is just hard to pass up. Add this to the parlay, boys. And the last fight I would like to talk about, the last big bet to add to the parlay, all right? You sink this 3-leg parlay, bro, it's hitting, all right? Put that shit in, $20 to win, like, I don't know, probably like 500. This is 3 underdogs. It's going to be pretty good odds, but we're going to go with the main event in Jamal Hill taking on Khalil Roundtree. We're going to take Jamal Hill here at plus 130, all right? And let me tell you why. I didn't make a prediction video for this fight because I think this is a very close fight. I think it's a pick'em on some betting sites, but on the official UFC website, Jamal Hill, I'm sure you could find him as an underdog somewhere, bro. On the official website, he's an underdog, plus 130. This is good odds, okay? He looks the best shape he's ever been in his last few fights. He is coming off of 2 brutal KO losses, but listen here, bro. Khalil Roundtree is not as good as we all think. He's a very good fighter. Definitely top 5, top 6, top 7 worthy of the rankings, you know, in a division that's not too deep. But, man, this guy has lost to so many people. He's got out-volumed, outstruck, was losing on the feet to Anthony Smith at times in that fight before the finish happened. Dude, Khalil Roundtree is a very one-dimensional fighter. He's slow, he's plotty, he plots forward, he doesn't have good foot movement, he's low output. He does have a good gas tank, but he's low output. So, of course, he's going to have a good gas tank if you're low output, all right? And Jamal Hill, all right, I'm not trying to be that guy. I picked him against Yuri. I still believe in Jamal Hill, bro. He's not as bad as we think. If he can just get out of his bad habits, out of his putting his chin on the line habits, out of his crossing his feet when he steps habits, dude, oh, it's such a bad look. But Jamal Hill, world champion, all right, outstruck, outgrappled Glover, was outstriking Yuri at times, does have a good chin. I don't care what you want to say. He has a good chin, all right? It may not be the best chin, but oh my God, he's getting knocked out by Yuri and Alex Pereira, 2 of the hardest hitting people in the division's history. Are you kidding me? He doesn't have a bad chin. Okay, he's higher output, has a better gas tank, has more 5-round experience. He is going to win this fight most likely, all right? If it goes to decision, he's 100% winning this fight on output, okay? He is a bit one-dimensional. Like, he kind of just calf kicks and jabs and, you know, he doesn't really do much, okay? There's not really elbows in the clinch much. I mean, he did a few times against Yuri, but he doesn't really mix elbows into his game. He doesn't really go for head kicks. He doesn't really go for spinning shit. He doesn't really shoot takedowns. He is a bit one-dimensional when it comes to the landscape of MMA. But Jamal Hill is going to win this fight, man. Plus 130. Great odds. Khalil Roundtree, if he wants to win this fight, he has to knock Jamal Hill out, which, you know, it's clearly been proven it's very possible in his last 2 fights, man. But fuck that, all right? Jamal Hill's going to win this fight, and yeah, there's your parlay, bro. Plus 130, plus 180, and what was Mo Usman, like plus 160? Boom. That's like, that's pretty good odds. That's a lot of plus, man, all right? You add that to a parlay, three-leg parlay, it's most likely going to hit, all right? Those are the best underdogs, in my opinion, I could find on this card. Like, there's obviously a lot of other ones, a lot of big underdogs that could hit. Like, I think Nicholas Mata is like a plus 300, but, you know, he's probably going to lose the fight. So, he probably should be that big of an underdog. But, yeah, that's the video. UFC Fight Night Baku coming to us soon. I'm hyped. You know, fight nights are mostly these days, but they're going to Baku for the first time, wherever the fuck that is. I know where it is. I just can't pronounce the place. It's like at the border of Europe and Asia or some shit. I don't know. All right. Pretty fun little place to go to. Yeah, let's hope it's good. Nice early card. Enjoy, boys. I'll see you guys in the next one.